I want to talk today about the plot of Henry IV, Part 1, as a process of education. Now, when we first meet Prince Hal in the tavern with Falstaff and his cronies, after they set up the armed robbery that they are planning, everyone leaves and Hal is alone. And it's at that point that he makes his famous monologue and announces to the theater audience that he is going to play the bad part now so that later on in his maturity he can be have even a better reputation from starting from such a bad point. So you know how this works. If you are not very talented on the track and field team at the beginning of the semester, but then by the end of the semester you are finishing, then you've made a huge amount of progress, and you may get a little bit more buzz than the person who was always wonderful from day one, but didn't make any progress because he was always great. So this scene at the end of Act 1, Scene 2 says that Hal always has it in mind to surpass his current ways. But another way of looking at Hal's progression in the play is not that he's manipulating everyone by just pretending to be bad, but that he is making use of an opportunity to be in a different milieu and participate in a different kind of lifestyle, so that when he is king, he will be able to be the king from a broader base. King Lear looks back when he's out in the storm and he says, "I've taken too little care of the homeless people. I should have had some experience earlier on about what it's like to feel what wretches feel." Well, Hal is getting that experience very early on. And so in Act 2, Scene 4, when he shows up in the tavern again, he talks to Poins, and at line 6, he says, "I am sworn brother to a leash of drawers." He's talking about the people that pull pints at the pub. "I can call them by all their Christian names as Tom, Dick, and Francis. And they say that I'm a good boy, and that when I'm the king, I shall command all the good lads of Eastcheap." So he's winning their loyalty by kind of getting out there a little bit. And then at line 17, he talks about how he's learned to speak their language. "I am so proficient in 1/4 of an hour that I can drink with any tinker in his own language during my life." And so when he comes to Henry V, and he is the king, he has to answer all of these concerns. He has some disrespectful messages from the King of France. And he says, "You come over us with our wilder days, not knowing what use we made of them." So as you read Henry IV, Part 1, I want you to keep your eyes open for what Hal is gaining from his experience in the tavern, with his father in court, on the battlefield, and see how he's becoming a well-rounded potential king of England.